video is brought to you by G2A.com for cheap games, MSP and PSN codes. Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here and welcome to another 2025 career mode video. And today we are going to be looking at another one of the players, a brand new signing in this transfer window. And of course, it's a player that's already busted in the Premier League before. It's Charlie Austin. Yes, Charlie Austin last season was absolutely brilliant for an otherwise extraordinarily ordinary QPR side last season, and now he's returned to the Premier League in January for Southampton. And in his first Premier League game in almost about a year, he's come back, coming off the bench, and within 4 or 5 minutes of his debut, scores against Manchester United and wins Southampton the game. It's absolutely amazing. It's a brilliant return to the Premier League for him. Sadly, though, he didn't go to Newcastle, so, you know, he's a bit of a wasted talent and he's made a big decision, and I hate him. And fuck this guy. Why wouldn't you go to Alright, fuck this guy. Let's just see what he's like in 2025. But before that, let's take a look at his stats. Charlie Austin is a 77 rated striker, of course, as you can tell. He's only 25 or so years of age, but he's got decent jumping, decent strength, and decent pace and stamina and all that sort of stuff. It's okay. It's nothing crazy, but still, especially for that overall. But either way, he's got the great finishing, great heading as well, shot power, everything to do with him striking the ball, getting a shot on target's great. He's got some decent, of course, penalties. He's got decent volleys as well. And then, of course, things like his ball control, which is all pretty respectable. 2-star weak foot and skill moves, not that great. 26 years of age, 6'2", so that height about him as well, of course. Only plays as a striker, no specialities, but he does have that power heading trait and a potential of only about 79. We're still going to be doing some of the more higher potential players in FIFA 16, but because the transfer window is wrapping up, we're going to be doing a couple of players that are still decent career mode buys, and of course, players that have recently moved in this, of course, window. But either way, let's take a look at Charlie Austin, who is, of course, one of those players. He's 77 rated, still at the end of the first season. It appears that no real stats have gone up. His overalls definitely hasn't. And it doesn't really appear that any of his stats have gone up. Nothing's being indicated. I'm trying to have a look through very quickly, and there's not really an awful lot there. So, no real growth in the first season. It's only really occurred to me as well that now that Southampton have bought him, the, of course, pre-contract legend that he is, some of the great players you can get on a pre-contract right at the start, he's unfortunately no longer one of those players. But anyway, let's take a look. Season 2, as you can see, he's still 77 overall, still no stats have gone up, still nothing to have been indicated. I'm looking very closely to try to see anything, and I can't see any stats being increased. It's basically as if nothing has happened. He's frozen in time. He's got good form and good and happy morale, which is obviously a good thing, but sadly, his age keeps going up, but his overall, unfortunately, does not. This is unfortunately what happens at times to a player that's about mid-aged or midway through their career and you're not giving him any drills in player training. But anyway, let's take a look. In the very last season that we're doing this with until we go all the way to 2025, we finally get a little bit of growth. Plus 1 to his overall. Now 78 rated at 28 years of age. He's got a little bit of stats that have gone up. Things like crossing, shot power now all the way up there, and things like finishing as well. I swear his finishing's gone up and his heading accuracy has gone up, maybe by a little bit. There are definitely some stats there that aren't being indicated that have gone up, but either way, other things like ball control and dribbling, they've all gone up, so minor increases and a minor overall increase. So at 28 years of age, he is now 1 away from hitting his potential again of 79, so we can still hit it. I'm pretty confident. It just depends on how well he maintains that level. He'll be about 35 in 2025, but let's go all the way and let's take a look at his rating. So here we are, 2025 with Charlie Austin. Of course, was a brilliant pre-contract signing in the first season of a FIFA 16 career mode until his move, but does he still serve a purpose? Is he still a good pickup? Let's take a look. What's his rating in 2025? It's an 80 overall. He's gone down by 1 in this season as well, which means the highest that he got to, or at least from what we can tell, was 81. And I can tell you that the highest that he did get to was an 81 overall. That is 2 over his potential. And even at 35, he's still been able to maintain. So let's take a look at some of the stats in depth. For example, his finishing. Now 88 at an 80 overall. That is impressive. His shot power, 89. And of course, his heading accuracy, 87. Some stats that are definitely getting right toward that 90 rating. Ball control's great. Some other things like penalties and all that stuff. Volleys, they're all great. It's good to see. On top of that, of course, his physical attributes look great as well. He really does, for a 35-year-old, look like he's really holding his own, even at the 80 overall. He's definitely not one of those players that you're going to see get toward the 90s, but for an 80 rating and to have those sort of stats, those sort of physical attributes, that's very impressive. So Charlie Austin, not bad. Well done, mate. You're still a prick for not going to Newcastle, but either way, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching another 2025 career mode video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.